You've tried everything. You meditate, you journal, you do breath work. You've eliminated caffeine after 2 p.m., bought blackout curtains, and invested in a white noise machine. You manage your stress during the day like it's your job. So why are you still lying awake at 2 a.m. with your mind racing? Here's the truth nobody tells high performers. Stress isn't your sleep problem. In fact, you're solving for the wrong thing entirely. And that's exactly why nothing's working. I'm Maya, and on this channel, we cut through the sleep advice noise to give you what actually works. If you're someone who performs at a high level, whether you're running a business, climbing the corporate ladder, or managing complex projects, this video is specifically for you. Because the sleep advice that works for average performers will actually make your problem worse. And I'm going to show you exactly why. But first, let me tell you what's really keeping you awake. And I promise you, it's not what you think. Here's what's actually happening. You don't have a stress problem. You have a nervous system problem. Let me explain the difference because this is critical. Stress is external. Deadlines, difficult conversations, financial pressure, responsibilities. These are the things happening to you. And yes, you've probably gotten pretty good at managing these. You're organized, you're strategic, you handle pressure well during the day. But your nervous system? That's internal. It's how your body responds to everything. And here's where high performers get caught in a trap that average performers never even encounter. Your nervous system has been trained, literally conditioned over years, to operate in what we call sympathetic dominance. That's fight or flight mode. High cortisol, high adrenaline, high alertness. And during the day, this is your superpower. It's why you can handle multiple projects, make quick decisions, push through fatigue, and outperform your peers. Your nervous system runs hot, and it makes you exceptional at what you do. But here's the cruel irony. The same nervous system state that makes you successful during the day is exactly what's destroying your sleep at night. You can't just turn off a nervous system that's been running in overdrive for 14 hours. It's like redlining a car engine all day and expecting it to instantly idle smoothly. Your biology doesn't work that way. This is why all your stress management techniques aren't working. You're trying to eliminate stressors, fewer emails, better boundaries, meditation apps. But you're not addressing the underlying nervous system pattern. Think about it. You can have a perfectly calm evening, no work emails, no conflicts, nothing stressful happening, and you'll still lie awake at midnight with your heart racing slightly, your mind jumping from thought to thought. That's not stress. That's a nervous system that literally doesn't know how to downshift anymore. And here's what makes it worse for high performers specifically. You've been rewarded for this pattern your entire career. Every time you pushed through exhaustion to meet a deadline, every time you stayed sharp under pressure, every time you operated on 5 hours of sleep and still performed, you reinforced this pattern. Your nervous system learned. Hypervigilance equals success. Relaxation equals falling behind. So now, when you try to sleep, your nervous system interprets rest as a threat to your performance. It literally keeps you awake to protect your success. Let me give you the science here because I know high performers need to understand the mechanism. Your autonomic nervous system has 2 branches: sympathetic, fight or flight, and parasympathetic, rest and digest. In healthy nervous system regulation, you shift fluidly between these states based on what your environment requires. But chronic sympathetic dominance, which is epidemic among high performers, creates what researchers call autonomic inflexibility. Your nervous system gets stuck in one gear. Studies on executives and high-stress professionals show something fascinating. Their cortisol doesn't drop at night the way it should. Normal cortisol rhythm peaks in the morning and reaches its lowest point around midnight. But in people with sympathetic dominance, cortisol stays elevated well into the night. You can't force sleep when cortisol is high. It's biologically impossible. Cortisol is literally the stay awake and alert hormone. This is why melatonin supplements barely help you, why your bedroom setup doesn't matter as much as you think, why meditation apps feel like they're not doing anything. You're not treating the root cause. So what actually works? You need to retrain your nervous system to downshift. Not eliminate stress, retrain your physiological response pattern. Here are the 3 non-negotiable protocols that actually work for high performers. 1. Implement a hard transition ritual between work mode and evening mode. This isn't about winding down, it's about physiologically signaling to your nervous system that the performance window is closed. My favorite protocol: immediately after your workday ends, do 10 minutes of vigorous exercise. Not relaxing yoga, actual elevated heart rate movement. Sprint intervals, jumping jacks, or kettlebell swings. Why? Because it gives your sympathetic nervous system one final intense activation and then allows the natural parasympathetic rebound afterward. You're working with your biology instead of against it. 2. Practice active parasympathetic stimulation. This is different from relaxation. You need to actively trigger your vagus nerve, the main nerve of your parasympathetic system. The most effective techniques: extended exhale breathing, 4 count in, 8 count out, cold water face immersion, or humming or chanting. Do this 90 minutes before bed, not right before bed. You're teaching your nervous system it's safe to power down. 3. Protect your morning cortisol spike. This sounds counterintuitive, but stay with me. High performers often have blunted morning cortisol awakening response because their baseline is already elevated. You need a sharp cortisol spike in the morning to enable a deep trough at night. Get bright light exposure within 30 minutes of waking, ideally sunlight, for a minimum of 10 minutes. This resets your cortisol rhythm and makes nighttime drops actually possible. Here's what I need you to understand. Your sleep problem isn't a weakness, and it's not just stress. It's an adaptation that used to serve you, but has now become a liability. The same nervous system pattern that got you to where you are professionally is now preventing you from sustaining that level of performance long term. You can't optimize your way out of this with better supplements or a more expensive mattress. You have to address the fundamental pattern, retraining your nervous system to become flexible again. The good news? Once you understand this is a nervous system issue and not a stress issue, the solution becomes clear. You're not trying to have less stress or lower your standards. You're training your biology to match your ambitions. High performance during the day, deep recovery at night. That's the actual goal. If this video changed how you think about your sleep problem, subscribe to The Mind-Body Blueprint. We focus specifically on sleep science for people who perform at a high level, not generic sleep advice that assumes you're average. Drop a comment and tell me, how long have you been dealing with this pattern? I'd love to hear your experience and what strategies have worked for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.